Yeah, show you how to pick some worms out the ground and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hey, you
that's
do
how the
you do
fuck
look
I
like
be.
uncles
a
and
cool
pop
ass
pops
fisherman
do
though.
that.
I
Hey, you know
mean, I
what?
don't know, like who the fuck don't like? I
You
know
know
because I do
what?
got the white t-shirt on, and this one extra tight too. I don't know why the fuck I got the extra tight tee on.
You just need the
You
vest with
know
all the
what?
random hooks and stuff hanging from it.
Hey, you know what, bro?
Yeah, I
Hold on,
think
hold
this is
on.
better though. What it do?
We
What it
gonna
do?
come back. We gonna come back and we gonna address the multi looks of Uncle Pop Pop. That's your
Hey,
name for
I
the
was
night,
gonna do the
Uncle
whole
Pop
show
Pop.
with my nipples showing.
You
I
know
was gonna
what?
sacrifice and do the whole show with my nipples out. I was
Right.
Engineer,
gonna do it.
run the intro. Yo, 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 what it do, what it is, y'all. It's your boy Taylor May Rock. You now tuned in to the infamous No Filter Show. And as always, I'm joined by my great co-hosts.
Back like I never left this thing, and I'm no longer jet lagged. Okay, quick. Beast Wars and Faith, villain in the white mask. That's the piss. We in here.
Hey, of course, this is your man GIMO, aka non-GMO. And if you're ever in the wilderness and see the cocaine bed, 9 times out of 10 that bitch ass nigga got into some shit in Florida. I'm here.
Oh, shit.
You already know because it's in the water. I am the Blue Phoenix. Hey, Miss Spriggs, and those who coming in. Hey, what you see, Rock?
Hey, so look, I'm an engineer, so I see everything. As the intro was going on, let me tell you how professional Wheezy is. Wheezy sipped her cup and was trying her hardest to get the last little bit of ice or whatever's in that cup out right before the intro cut off. So she was trying to keep the straight face like she was laughing. I saw that. I was laughing my ass off. But man, other than you struggling to get ice, how you feeling today?
I'm good. Don't be mind your business, okay? No, I'm good. I was like, ooh. No, I'm good. I'm good. I had a good day. Me and the kids, we went out, got some, went to pick up some stuff for the tea party, and then we made pizza with the garlic bread, the Texas toast garlic bread. So they made some pizza out of that. Yeah, it's all right. I had a pretty good
What's
day.
up, Camille? What's up, Miss Sharon?
Hey, Camille.
Gentlemen, how y'all feeling today?
Blessed. I have no complaints.
Man, I've been feeling like total shit, bro. So evidently, it has been 4 full moons, 4 days in a fucking row. I ain't even looked outside tonight, but it's been 4 fucking full moons. This is record breaking. These are super moons, right? Um, I've been feeling like shit, bro. And that shit been giving like non-driving assholes extra moonlight to like fuck you over. You dig?
We back on
Hey,
drivers.
Farrah.
Yeah, man. Like, bro, it's fucked up when you driving a bright ass full moon, bro. Like the emergency rooms fill up. The fucking we went over this last night, didn't we? Did we not? You know what I'm saying? At
Yeah.
both sides of the court, we went over this. But man, this fucking full moon has been making my joints ache, like all types of weird shit, bro. Like, yeah, I'm telling you now, bro. I think I'm turning into a motherfucking fuck wolf. I'm turning into a fuck wolf, man. Hey,
And
yeah.
what's wrong with that?
Oh,
Nigga,
okay.
cause my middle fingers are damn near permanently stuck up as fuck you. Everything I howl at the moon and oh fuck you, like that shit, bruh. My shit be
Did
stuck.
you just do
My middle
that?
fingers be stuck. I'm a fuck wolf. I'm a fucking fuck wolf.
Okay,
Fuck
so
you.
this is
No,
not.
no,
This,
no. Fuck you, Finn. Shut the
th-
fuck up.
you shut up. Put that big
Fuck
ass
you.
finger down. Damn it.
Hey, fuck you.
Listen. All right,
Fuck.
Papa. Okay.
I'm okay. All right, my
Anyway,
bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
hi Ian. Uh, damn. What was I going to say?
So
Oh,
angry.
Fuck you.
okay. Yeah. Fuck you. Anyway, no. That's not the first time. I watch the moon all the time. That happens a lot. It's a full moon more than one night, but they always say it's a full moon. What happens is they don't consider it full because it's like little pieces of the moon is still dark, but it looks full to us. But it happens a lot. I like them. I watch the moon.
Who in a left fucking testicle sits there with a goddamn telescope and says, "Oh, it's missing a fucking little chunk of the
I'm
end."
telling you, that's why they don't
Have you-
consider it a full moon, but it is a big bright moon. I look at the
Fucking
sun and I
lies.
don't have any testicles.
Fucking lies.
How, you just said
Remember.
you don't watch the moon.
Hey, quick.
Yes.
Hey, quick. Don't you feel like you're turning into a fuck wolf too?
Especially with the deer.
Well, if I was a wolf, the deers would be the first thing I'd attack. So that's one thing.
Yeah.
And I'm one with nature anyway. One thing I do, I'm a nature boy. And by the way, I was the kid with the telescope for your information.
For those nunchucks,
But anyways,
or not.
but anyways, one thing I do is I like to go outside when like after I do the show or after I leave the studio and it's dark with a full moon out, I just go out and start howling just to make every dog within a 20-mile radius go nuts and I can hear them echoing through the woods and stuff.
I used to do that too. That was fun.
For real?
Yeah, it's fun. That's fun to me.
When I was younger, yeah, I used to do.
That's fun to me.
Holy shit!
I don't know if I don't speak dog fluently.
I used to.
I think too. I think last night I might have accidentally cursed them out because they was going nuts. So
yeah,
can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine how dogs view us when we try to bark back at them? Oh, we might be fucking up. We might be talking alien language that we don't understand.
No,
and they be trying to get at that ass. You hear me?
No, like literally. They went so crazy last time I did it. I feel like they were saying, "Well, yo, mama, fool," like or something like that. I feel like I offended somebody.
What the fuck? Hey, bro, nah, bro. I you know what? I've never howled it with dogs before, but I see it all the time on like the TikToks and the YouTube shorts and shit.
Oh look,
yeah, see, yep, there you go. That right
there. Hey, so hold on. I have a question. Have you guys actually watched that whole video?
Yes, I did.
Like the ending just totally threw me the fuck off. I wasn't expecting that shit.
Did it?
Oh, when he shot him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my shit.
Kind of makes you not want to talk shit, to people across the water.
I've been trying to find a fucking movie, bro. It's a dope ass movie, they said, but it's wild as shit. But I've been trying to find that shit for a minute. It's a British movie, but that's everybody's favorite part. Is it you? Oh,
Tony.
What's your name? Tony.
Fuck you, Tony. It's fuck you, Tony first. What?
Yeah, what's your name? He was mad as well.
I say you.
Like
well,
shit.
fuck
So
you too.
So speaking of fuck you and being mad, Chris Rock recently did a live stream on Netflix. And he dropped some balls.
Bill Cosby.
And Will Smith. Did y'all get a chance to check it out?
I did.
Yeah, I did.
Let's talk about it. How y'all feel about it?
I mean, you go first, Mo.
No. Please. Everybody.
Well, I watched the whole special. Now, before I get to the main course, the special as a whole was in. There was parts that weren't funny. There was parts I didn't like, but there was parts I did like. The bits I remember was the one about his daughter, and of course the one that I came for. That was the reason I watched the special, which was the big kaboom at the end. Now let's just focus on that, because to me that was the main reason that anybody probably tuned in. I felt like I was watching a rap battle, bro. Like it was punchline. And it's nothing that we haven't been saying since the incident happened. But the fact that it was coming from him with all that passion behind it, it hit that much harder. Because yeah, he got his lick back. He got his lick back and he did it through his art, so that's what I think about the special.
Ooh. Miss Phoenix.
I didn't watch it because I knew what it was gonna be about, so I just didn't watch it.
Oh, you whack. Say no.
Whack these. Fuck you.
Well, if a nigga slap me on camera and I do nothing back, you owe me your wife. Fuck it. August Alsina can't be the only motherfucking one in the Ghost of Tupac that's still fucking her. I get the fuck every time I get an inkling. I feel that slap. My dick should get hard. She should just appear like out of a fucking genie bottle, teleport to my dick. That's what the fuck I feel like. But let's be honest. If you and leading up to that point, he had some great material. He talked about world issues, all that stuff. Like it was a total body, a total body of work. I must admit, it's Chris Rock comedy now. The shit that led up to it, they had some stuff with what's the old girl name from SNL, the tall dark skinned sister that yells and talks about her vagina all the time, that says she can't get a man. The ugly motherfucker. Leslie. She had her on there. Man. Had a couple comedians prior to. It was like undercards right before the fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But naturally, that's what everybody was tuned in for, was for him to talk about the actual fucking incident. Which I might say, to hold that in for a year, Netflix knew what the fuck they was doing. They said, you keep quiet. You sign this NDA. You can work the rooms, work your material over, and you know what I'm saying? Save it for us. That's what, 40 million, 20 million he just got?
40
million just to tell that one couple jokes at the end, bro. But I mean, you can never get your lick back from getting slapped in public. I don't know verbally if that's even possible.
Well, the thing is, the way I look at it, because the first thing that anybody would say when we find out somebody assaulted or Will Smith assaulted Chris Rock, we like, Chris Rock? I mean, because Chris Rock isn't that kind of dude. You feel what I mean? So, and which is 100% fine. His lick back is like, okay, at the Oscars, I believe the joke I said did not justify you putting your hands on me. Now, when I spin the block on Netflix, I'm going to say something that you should put your hands on me for.
Oh, for sure.
And that was his lick back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and for everybody who keeps, and this is one thing I don't understand. I don't understand how anybody is mad at Chris Rock. I don't know how he's getting the backlash for that specific segment of Will and Jada, because for one thing, just a dead one thing, they're saying, why is he still talking about this? For one, he didn't say a thing about it. This is his first time talking about it. So I don't know why people are saying that. Everyone else has spoken about it. So why can't the dude who was assaulted do that? So that's that. And you cannot dictate, once you violate somebody, their get back can come at any point in time that they plotted.
That's a definite. That's a definite.
Let me get it.
I'm actually on your side, buddy.
That shit was kind of whack. Like, the jokes was funny, but to me, honestly, to wait a year to clap back at a nigga that put hands on you, bro, you feel me? And listen, and then to claim that you didn't go around doing a tour, or you're not a victim, but you based your whole comedy special off of this low key, quote unquote, being the victim. You dig what I'm saying? And you capitalized. Yes, it was a great money move, but it's just like, damn, my nigga, if you felt like that about it, why didn't you address it right then and there? You dig what I'm saying? To me, that's some bitch ass shit. You dig what I'm saying? As a man, I don't care what nobody say. Ain't no nigga gonna open hand slap me. And first and foremost, an open hand slap is one, highly disrespectful,
highly contagious too.
Two is premeditated.
It turns niggas into bitches. It's highly contagious.
Exactly. Look, you can actually go to jail for open hand slapping somebody quicker than you can for punching, because punching is a reaction. An open hand smack is premeditated. You dig what I'm saying? So you let this man open hand smack you, and you wait 365 days to address it to the public. And to low key in your situation during the jump, you put up there and say, I can't beat Will Smith. No nigga in the hood is going back. Man, so what, nigga? You a man. Hold on, let me finish quick. I'm gonna tell you this: every little nigga around the way, and I'm gonna say the N word quick because I can see your blood boy. No little nigga around the way where we grew up took an ass whooping and just said, "I'm not fighting because I can't beat him." No, I was taught. I don't care how big you are, nigga. You gonna catch these hands, and even if I lose, nigga, you gonna know I've been there. So no, he just labeled himself even more as a professional bitch ass nigga.
Well, that was a given. It's Chris Rock. One, that's just who he is, and two, Chris Rock is very smart. He knows how to maneuver and move around. He wasn't going. I'm gonna tell you, Chris. Go ahead.
No.
Firstly,
No.
bro. Firstly, Rock. Let me start off by saying this. I agree with what you said. Nobody is gonna open hand smack me and I do nothing. But at the same time, it's Chris Rock, bro. If you know anything about his background, Chris Rock never claimed to be a tough guy. He never claimed to be a fighter. And you don't know what that triggered in him. Now, looking at this from a different view, Chris Rock pretty much stayed in the background after all this happened, bro. Now, look, I'm not even letting that throw me off because I'm talking some serious stuff. He stayed in the background. Will decided to jump out in front a week later, apologizing and all that, while he stood back. We don't know if he was seeing a therapist, seeing a shrink, or whatever. We don't know what he may have been going through at that time, and so on and so forth.
It's called damage control,
bro. Look. I'm not gonna sit here and assume, bro, because not everybody was raised the same, bro. Not everybody was raised.
Hold on. So you think Will Smack sent him to therapy?
Bro, you never
did it trigger something that happened to him in childhood? Is this what
it could, yo?
Because Tony came out crooking off.
Because
Tony the fighter. Yeah, I know.
Right, that's Tony.
Then we know which brother was whipping whose ass.
Right, and like I said, why is everybody being held to the same principles when everybody is not built the same?
No, quick.
Chris Rock ain't built like tailor-made Rock.
Listen, exactly. I'm way more solid. Anyway, but what I'm saying is, bro, we're not talking about being from the street and being not, nigga.
I didn't say that neither.
No, but your comparison was to such. But what I'm
because
saying,
of what you're saying.
Listen. No, but what I'm saying is this: I'm on man time, bro. I'm on straight man time. It ain't about where you from. It ain't about none of that. If a man open hand smacks me, he gonna have to see me, Slim. I'm not about to parade around and do anything. All this talking and no, bro.
Good. That's you, bro. That's bro. Not Chris Rock. That's what I'm saying.
But guess what? That is majority of men, bro.
Okay,
it's not just men. If that will be a natural reaction.
That's like a natural reaction. And look, I'm agreeing with you. I am agreeing with you. Chris Rock openly came out and says that's not how he moves. So he is not portraying that. If he says that is not him, I'm agreeing with you. I'm like that. You gotta see me too. Chris Rock openly says that's not him. Okay, so apply for one. He's keeping it real. Can he get points for that? He's keeping it real.
So what he's saying is, I'm a bitch ass nigga. I don't fight back. Go ahead, bro.
Can I just say something, young? Because there was something that Louisa said that got my gooch. Okay, as they like to say in prison, it got my gooch. Okay.
I hope ain't nobody saying that in prison.
I tell you what, because you said that he's a smart man. I don't know if you've ever been bitch slapped before, but I need friends like I need to be that rich to where when immediately after I get slapped, I start thinking about money.
Facts.
He was in front of a bunch of white people. Y'all know how Chris is, okay? See, he was thinking, you know.
The nigga heard the sonic ring sound. and immediately went to calculating shit. I need that type of patience right now.
He saw his money rolling.
Now, granted, at the end of the day, like I said, nobody is gonna slap me and I do nothing. Now, granted, that's me. That's you. Like Rock said, that's the majority of men. But for some of the folks out there who aren't fighters or who that's not them, what do? They get their lick back in another way. Now, granted, as you just said, he got paid to not respond. Sit back, not respond, hold your tongue, hold your peace. On this date here, 2023, unleash the ammunition.
And guess what?
And guess
he shot a half a clip. Because I'm saying like if I gotta sit for 365 days, you mean to tell me I'm gonna do a whole special and only spend
Who says that's the only time he's gonna talk about it? If that happened to him, he has the right to talk about that as many times as he wants to.
But guess what? Listen, if that's the case, he would have been talking about the shit. You feel me?
He did, bro. Like I said, you don't know what happened between then and now.
He was scared.
Bro, he just might have been. You don't know that. Like I said, you're not that man. He's not.
They might have been working on a special before this happened. You just never know what he had in contract, under contract. You just never know. But I'm gonna tell you this. Hold up.
All I'm saying.
Hold up. Wait, quick. Let me. Go ahead. Please give me a second. It's only been two times.
I said, go ahead.
Two people that I have been slapped by, and I did not react, and it took every ounce of humanly godly energy.
My mother. I still owe my mother a slap.
That's one of them. That's one of them.
Get her ass knocked the fuck out.
My mother and my father, the two people who have smacked the shit out of me, and I didn't fuck them up. Okay,
I help you.
Everybody else got their ass whooped. I'm gonna tell you right now, it is an automatic. Do not hit me in my face.
Nah.
I'll take the blows. I'll take the punches anywhere else, and I'm gonna fight your ass back. If you hit me in my face, I'm just gonna black out.
Now,
I blacked out when they did it.
Facts.
I blacked out when my parents did it, but something was like blocking me from swinging. Respect.
I'm assuming it's a money thing. I'm assuming it's a money thing because I remember when Fat Joe recapped it, and he said he would have done the same thing. Nothing, because he's not gonna mess the money up. He said after he gets off that stage, he's pulling everybody back. Now it's what. The views of GIMO is not that of
cross. He gets a oh my god.
The views of GIMO is not that of GIMO. Now, anyways,
so ignorant.
Now, anyhow, shout out to Fat Joe. Much love. Anyhow, I don't know what you gotta get. Never mind. That's GIMO. That has nothing to do with me. But anyhow, all I will say is this: if they quote unquote knew each other, Will knew he wasn't going to hit back. And that's where the selective things come in. So granted, what happened to wait. If that's the case for a G.I. Jane joke, everybody on this panel Will Smith a fade. How we talked about Jada and them. He need to fade up where he need to fade with LaBelle. He need to fade with LaBelle Crawford because LaBelle Crawford went on stage and did a whole set about the ordeal called Jada a whole cancer patient. And all that. He need to fade with him. He need to fade with Ricky Smiley. He need to fade with D.L. Hughley. He need to fade with big ass Corey Holcomb too. All these folks who did worse than Chris Rock and tore both of them.
Well, he wasn't in front of them when they said it, and Jada
exactly. But I want to know if they were. Would he go up on stage and smack them, knowing it would be a whole brawl?
Y'all see how the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air rebooted Gangster? Wait till Everybody Hates Chris reboots Gangster. This is going to be the hellified continuation of Everybody Hates Chris.
All I'm saying is there's all these places he traveled, all these radio stations he'd been to. There was plenty of that's where I get the selective outrage. There's plenty of people who deserve a fade more than Chris Rock.
All right, so look, let me ask you this: do Chris Rock deserve the fade when he cracked the joke about Michael?
Well, that is one part that I didn't like. Is that just was not true? That just was not true.
Why wasn't it true? Why wasn't it true? Quick,
so if you actually, for one,
go quick.
Well, bro, you know exactly why. Because right now you're trolling. The reason why it was true, the reason why it wasn't true is because all the evidence proves the man friggin' innocent. Period.
OJ
If
got
you
off,
actually,
bro.
if you
What you
actually
saying?
did your, if
OJ
you
got
actually
off.
did,
OJ got off, bro. What are you saying?
bro,
OJ
evidence, bro.
All right,
Stop
leave
it,
Michael alone now. Leave Michael alone.
bro.
Okay.
Evidence. So for one, the situations aren't comparable.
If the condom doesn't fit,
FBI
you
rated
must
every
acquit.
single thing
Okay.
involving Michael Jackson and the Jackson's family for 10, 15 years and found nothing. They rated R. Kelly for 1 hour and found everything he ever done all the way back to Aaliyah's marriage. It's not
That's just-
comparable.
They didn't even have to
So-
raid him. It was in the public.
Exactly.
Come on.
Literally,
Look,
I'm just
you know
saying.
what that just
I'm
means?
just saying they
No,
found
but-
everything.
No, real life.
Now-
You know what it means? It means that Michael Jackson is a better criminal
Bruh.
than R.
All right,
Kelly.
see, he said no because he's trolling me right now. So I'm
No,
not
I'm
gonna
serious.
feed. I'm not
No.
gonna feed into that.
Michael
Now,
Jackson used to
anyways,
chill with the
now,
gang members. What are you
anyways,
saying?
You
No,
trying to
but
say he was
I-
a smooth criminal? Is that what you trying to say?
Exactly.
well, I'm not gonna. Well, bruh.
Leave Michael alone.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because I'm not gonna compare. I'm not gonna go off of something that was just false. But anyways,
Bro, all these people saying the same thing, bruh.
bruh, all these the only people saying it is the people who said it wasn't true and spun the block and tried to get a money grab. Period. That's the only people talking. Everybody else who knows Mike, lived with Mike, grew up with Mike, said all of that is BS. That ain't the type of person he is. The only
That's
people
because
saying
they
it's
got
true
paid
are
better.
the people. Well, bruh, in an R. Kelly case, everybody who was around him knew and grew up with him saying, "Oh yeah, he did that."
Because he don't got Michael money. He wasn't paying them like
Bro,
Michael
get out my
money.
face, yo. Because, bro, get out my. All right, see, look. He almost got me. All right, so next. I want to do something. Firstly, you can feel however you want to feel about the Chris Rock situation. He admitted he wasn't that kind of person. Okay, that's not him. We admit it. On the manly-ish, that is. But he admitted that's not his way. So he got at it his way. With the mic in his hand on stage. It started on stage. He went on stage and got his lick back. That's him. Now, as far as this situation with that Chris Rock, Will Smith thing, are there any other comments on that? Because I have something somewhere I want to go.
I'm trying. Hey, listen. Chris Rock, that nigga's a goldfish. I don't understand how the fuck. I don't get it. I mean, 40 million is a lot to think about at that time, but who foresaw that future? He smacked him into money. That sounds like Joe Jackson and the Jackson 5. Mike and all of them got their ass slapped.
Wait a
into
minute.
whiteness and money. I need a Joe Jackson. Where the fuck was my father at? Not beating the shit out of me.
Oh my gosh.
So that in the
What?
foreseeable future, if
So
I
you-
was on
I'm
the
not
ground,
rocking
I
with
got
now for one. Never mind. But anyways, that's
My
that.
bad.
But I do want to spin the block on something because, and it kind of goes into this. It kind of bleeds off into this because those of y'all remember I was not on the show last week, but I was watching the show as a viewer, and there was some things that were said that I was interpreting as a viewer that I need more context on because I'm not attacking and I'm not jumping it. I just need to make sure that I'm perceiving it right. Because the last week's talk was about the Michael B. Jordan situation. And GMO. From a viewer standpoint. And I've gotten inboxes saying that they wish I was on the show to speak on this from certain viewers. Please, once again, just for me, for context, explain how you feel on this, because it seemed as if you were justifying him getting bullied in school and justifying everything that was done to him that may have led up to that moment. So
Bro.
for context, please just make that make sense. For context,
Bro, he got bullied by a bitch.
bro.
That probably meant she wanted to give him some pussy back then. He just was a amateur. She was faking.
That's
When
all.
she's
wait,
on his
all right,
red
stop.
carpet,
All right,
go
wait.
get that pussy. Get the
All
pussy.
right. All right, well now wait.
I ain't gonna do all this. I ain't gonna do all this.
Now, no. Now wait.
Oh, you.
Now wait. When you give now,
So you just
let me jump in here, and I'll go off of personal experience. Actually, these bully circles, they consist of both males and women. Okay, so when groups form and they all bully you, women can be involved as well. And he just remembered her. But my question is, were you justifying him getting bullied just because he was bringing headshots for his career path to school?
Fuck yeah.
Why?
Nigga, I see you. You're literally in three-dimensional
What does that have?
You're sitting in front of me right now.
What does that have to do? What does that have to do with him doing something for his career?
We're in a performing arts school, right? I get
Right.
it. We're in a performing arts school. People have been in Duke Ellington, shit like that. Okay, right. Everybody gets headshots. Why the fuck do I have to see your headshots while we're in fucking class?
Why you looking?
Why he got him out?
Bruh, let me explain to you how these things work. Now, granted, he was acting at that age. When you audition for plays in school, high school, and they have little kids playing certain parts in colleges and so on and so forth, or in productions, you have to have headshots on deck at every time with him. You don't know if there was an audition at school, after school, all that time, bro. And this is one thing that I do not get. And this is kind of one thing that I used to get made fun of, because people used to think I was talking to myself, but I was always freestyling to myself. I used to always have my rhyme book and so on and so forth. And people used to call me some type of weirdo. That's because
it's called talking to yourself, nigga. You rap,
bro. It's whatever. But the thing is, I got bullied for it until I got into the middle of the rap battle. And if I saw any of them in the lineup, off the top of the head, they got roasted. Now, for one, that's because I was doing what I was good at.
Right.
Bro, well, wait. This is my point. That's when I proved it. He proved. Now, if they went to one of his shows, or if they saw how good he was at acting, he would have proved it then.
Bro,
No. This is what I don't get. This is no.
You're not understanding. You were saying what I fucking was saying.
No, because I'm gonna land the plane. Because one thing, this is how it was perceived. This is like one thing that I don't like is when people see something they don't understand, like headshots, or they don't get it. They either try to control it or attack it and destroy it, and that's something that I don't. Now that's the definition of corny shit to me. That's corny. To pass judgment. That's corny to go after something you don't understand instead of trying to understand. That's the definition of corny. So I'm just saying, as the viewer, it came off of, this is one thing, ever since this Michael B. Jordan thing happened, and ever since this special that Chris Rock did drop, and I'm reading people's comments, it's easy to tell who used to be a bully back in the day, just based off of how people are responding. Just based off of who's supporting or justifying what. And I'm just letting you know from a viewer standpoint, you're coming off as the dickhead in this situation. You're coming off as the bully, bro. And I don't want you to come off that way. That's the thing.
Okay. Let me put this in perspective for you. I want everybody to listen. Matter of fact, Rock, put me center mass. I want to make sure that I catch all the bullets when I'm talking right now. Okay, everybody, since he doesn't understand what the fuck I meant by this, let me hold this down. P.O.P. I'm legally blind, motherfuckers. So here we go. I walk onto a porn set and I say, with my dick out, and I say, hey, I got a picture of my dick. You want to see my headshot while my dick is out already in front of you? Nigga, do you understand? That makes no fucking sense. I'm sitting right there with my dick out and I got a picture of my dick in front of me. I'm putting my dick next to my dick. I'm putting my dick next to my dick.
You see them testicles? That's not the same.
Nigga, you don't like my pictures? You bullying me right now.
I really hope you're not serious right now.
Real time dick.
I really hope you're not serious.
Are two different things, but it's the same dick. Okay,
I just hope you're trolling and you're not serious. Because I'm
this is a real life situation.
No, because I'm just saying, because I'm coming to you from a real spot. I'm just saying
it, bro.
I'm coming to you from a real place.
Okay. I'm not, because you hear me giggling inside, because it's just that simple to me, is that if I came to a porn set with my dick out and I gave black and white photos of my Johnson to the girls right before I fucked them, they're gonna look at me like, bro, your dick is right out.
For one, bro.
Right there. You're the dick. You're a dick.
Well, for one, bro. If anybody has watched the whatever that dude was, Seymour Butts, that show he was on, they do that process before you get on set. For one, so it's similar to what you just did, but you don't go actually on the set right before. You got to get cast for the part first, bro. So before you even get let on set.
But I'm on set. The school is the set.
How did you get on set? Firstly,
the school is the set. I already earned my way.
The school is the audition, bro. He has to have. All right, look. You don't get. All right.
Remember. Everybody that was at that table or in that period of class is not in the same acting part. Some of them are there for playing trumpets. Some of them are there for playing fucking trombone. Okay, this is an art school. This is an art school, right? So what happens is, as a collective group, you go to class. You got to go to science still. You got to learn math. Imagine going to math class, right? Math class with a group of all talented motherfuckers that all have headshots. They've been there before. Now I feel like
then they should know.
I feel like I'm talking like Stephen A. fucking Smith. Imagine all of them already being together. Everybody's talented. Nobody gives a fuck. Now, see, you went to public schools, so people really don't give a fuck.
This is what I now, just to rebut that, he didn't bring those with him for people to care. Those headshots weren't for them. And if they are all in art school, then they know what those headshots are for. And that makes them, the bullies, look even more corny if they have the headshots. And guess what those headshots are for? Leading him right to where he is right now on the dang big screen.
I get it. And see, that was his biggest flex, and therefore he was never bullied. And the fact that she was on his red carpet at his movie premiere that he wrote this time and directed, that was his biggest flex. And all he had to do was be a whole fucking classy individual about it and just be like, look, once the cameras go off, I'm gonna fuck the shit out you. Now, I want to go back to the dick picture.
Rebut, no, because I gotta rebut that.
Do you like the dick pic?
I gotta rebut that. No,
anybody
I gotta rebut that.
Every time
I
come back, I see a damn dingling, and
because I gotta rebut that. Now, for one, on that red carpet, was there another way you could have went about it? Yeah, I wouldn't call that corny. I call it petty, because there was people who came up. Granted, y'all know what I'm into right now. There's people who used to bully me, or who I didn't like, who come up to me now, acting like we were best friends back then, and I'll be the first one saying I'm not shaking your hand. Like straight up, we didn't rock with each other. So hey, don't act like we cool now, because we wasn't cool back then.
But why just on like camera? That? Why on camera?
Because bro, sudden petty strike can happen at any moment. And
she didn't say this shit on camera, like Chris Rock got.
Now granted, she set herself up by saying we know each other. We went to school with each other. We go way back. And he's like, yeah, you called me corny. She set herself up like they were cool back then. She opened the door for that, bro. She set herself up for that. So she can eat that bullet. So it's whatever. It's whatever. All I know is if she knew that she bullied dude back in the day, she should have never opened that door. And when you open that door, knowing what you did,
can I ask you a question?
It's whatever.
Can I ask you a question? You got me on my Islamic brotherly high shit, okay? Like I feel like I'm high because I don't know why I'm thinking about red fish, blue fish, right? But I want to ask you a question. This is a logical
ask the question, and then we can land the plane on this and move on.
Do porn stars shake hands when they on set?
I wouldn't know that.
Do they even touch doorknobs? I wouldn't want nobody touching shit.
Ask your uncle, bro.
They walk in the room like they preparing for surgery.
I don't think you should get them right now, because we have to move on to the next topic.
I'm thinking about I'm thinking
No,
about
no,
having
no.
my dick
Or
pic
do
as
we
a
have? I
parrot.
mean, you can get them, but do we have time?
We want to know what Unc
I think my dick pic should be a parrot.
Fine, then go get
I'ma
them.
put it on
If
my
we have
shoulder.
time, then go get them.
We have time for this. You really?
I don't
want
know.
Unc?
Well, Rock said, well, the dude who's keeping time of things said go get them. So
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. We've
Oh
been
my
paying.
goodness.
I mean, I just want to hear what Unc got to say.
I want to know why every time I came back
Oh.
in, I seen a ding-a-ling.
You shut your
'Cause
light skin
he's
ass up there
trolling.
before I kick you off this panel. Okay, so first and foremost, quick, I think that the era that you have made in your ways and the era that you have been born into are full of pussies. Okay, let's go ahead and get that straight right there. Okay, do you know the things?
well, guess
that I
what?
had-
Guess what? I'm not one of them. I'm
Well,
not one of them.
What I'm going to say here is that, do you know what I had to go through because I had luscious locks? I was Prince before Prince was born. I have been representing for greasy head motherfuckers all my life. And you telling me that one fucking girl, one light-skinned girl
You never,
hurt your feelings.
bruh, you cannot put a measurement on someone else's pain. Just because it doesn't affect you doesn't mean it'll affect him the same way. And this is why I do not like having these conversations with certain people, because they feel that the way they feel is supposed to match how everyone else feels. Everybody is affected by certain things different. I get triggered by stuff that wouldn't affect you because it didn't damage you the way it damaged me, bro. So
Well,
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I tell you what, I was born in 1964 when they were sicking fucking dogs on my ass with fucking water hoses. I still gotta water my fucking grass. There's no get back for the fucking water hose that attacked me.
Tie
There
not the
ain't
hose.
shit going on. Now fuck that. It just is what it is.
I mean, it is
Okay.
what it is. All
Now,
I'm saying.
If there's something that my nephew didn't say, I'm gonna say it for him. Because goddamn it, here's the gist of it: is that he had the biggest lick at the end. All he had to do was impress the audience that was looking through that eyeball that they call a camera. Okay,
And granted, I'm not disagreeing with that. That's one way. But at the same time, she opened that door. I can't judge what walked through it. Because she opened it. He didn't mention nothing about school. Had she not have said nothing about it, it wouldn't have never came up. But hey, you want to go back in the day? Let's talk about back in the day for a split second. Then we can have a very, very good interview, which it ended up turning out to be. She could have just shut up and do her job. But she decided to go back in the day and act like she had pull. No, you didn't. You bullied the man.
Okay, well, I went over my list of spies that we have sent out to trigger dark-skinned men, brown-skinned fellas, and L'Oreal, you did a good fucking job. We have been trying to find a weakness in that son of a bitch that we call what is his name? Creed 3. What the fuck is Adonis? What is his name? What is that fucking punk's name? What is his name?
Michael
B. Goddamn Jordan. We have been trying to infiltrate him and get him on the light-skinned side for years, and he showed his light-skinned feelings that night. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead. I want to put up, okay, first and foremost, L'Oreal, she did a great job. But what we're trying to do is we're gonna trade him, okay, for what the fuck was that light-skinned guy's name that I hate so goddamn much?
Legend.
John fucking Legend. We're gonna get rid of John Legend, and we will have Michael B. Jordan join the sensitive light-skinned areas. We need him as a representative for the guys.
Wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
Because of the rule in light skinned niggerdom, the book states that to get rid of a member, it has to be completely agreed with by the board. I am a board member, and I do not agree with getting rid of John Legend.
I have never thought about you before, son. Nobody gives a fuck about your big ass opinion, son. You now see,
right, so look, if that's the case, look,
when you are the founding member in the book. See, here you go. See, now what we've been doing is that we've kept Drake and we've kept Michael in memory, in memoriam. Okay, he was the GOAT.
Michael was an add-on. He wasn't
in the name of him. No, he's the fucking GOAT, and we can never let him go in the name of all light-skinned men that have existed. Now, Chris Rock, we are in negotiations. Okay, we are in negotiations to get rid of what is his name? Who is the guy that sang with that's from Washington D.C. Kenneth what is his name? He sang with the Shantae Moore. That was her husband.
Kenny Lattimore.
Kenny Lattimore. We've been trying to trade his non-existent ass.
Wait a minute. Y'all consider him light skinned?
About Kenny Lattimore. Kenny Lattimore.
Wait a minute. Y'all consider him light skinned?
Oh, he definitely the fuck is. He let go of one of the finer fucking.
He darker than me.
Oh no, the fuck he's not. I don't know if you've ever seen him around Maryland, but I've seen him
and he definitely ain't light.
He sticks out more than a goddamn glowworm in the middle of a fucking field of birds, my man.
Genuine's lighter than him.
I'm telling you, he is lighter than light. The boy he gotta be a proctor at this point. That's what we're trying to suggest. So we're gonna trade Kenny Lattimore's non-existent ass, okay, for Chris Rock. I think that Chris Rock pulled a very calculative light-skinned movement, and we can enjoy the fruits of his labor with a $10 million donation so that I can get me a new haircut. So yes, we are in current negotiations with Chris Rock. He is not.
It's always some stipulation, huh?
You goddamn right. The boy just made $40 million. He can give it up for donation. He's gonna have to do taxes anyway. This is a tax-free organization. This is basically a church. And Taylor Made Rock, fuck you. Nobody gave a fuck about your opinion. And what's that light-skinned girl name again? Oh, the Phoenix. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Oh, she's frozen now. Fuck all y'all. All right. So quick. At this point, I have adjourned. Okay, and when you're ready to join the light side, you fuck with me because you're on the dark side right now. We all about the light side.
I'm in my own lane. I'm like, because I'm not accepted over there neither.
He's caramel.
You're on your way. You got one more fucking time to stand up for somebody that got fucking
I'm sorry. I'm completely against any form of bullying. I don't know what to tell you.
Well,
I look at everything from a mental health standpoint, and from that standpoint, I disagree with both you and Rock, and we can agree to disagree.
Well, I'll tell you
this. And I love all bullies can get that. Just like
I love the fact that you disagree with me and that you are such a rebel. And we need your light-skinned attitude over here at the Light-Skinned Coalition. I went through the same thing, son. You are portraying yourself as a true light-skinned nigger. Okay? And I love your attitude. And then for that, I put you as my top recruit, and we are going to sign an NDA to keep you silent so that we can figure out who we're going to trade for you, son. And now I'll leave it at that. I'll go get my dumb-ass nephew for you in about 5 seconds. Found her out.
Well, Aunt hair looked a little extra luscious tonight. Anywho, I understand what you were saying, Quick. And like you said, you can't calculate or you can't determine how someone's going to react to what somebody else said. And it's not anyone's business to understand or calculate or know what someone else is going to do. So he responded. And like you said, if she didn't say it, he might not say anything, but you don't know because he was so quick. He may have saw her and it popped up. You just never know.
Yeah. Like I said, you forgive, but you don't forget. If I see one of my worst enemies from back in the day, and he or she is about to interview me, I'm going to know who they are. And of course, that thought is already going to be back here. I'll do the interview, but if they mention it, I'll talk about it. The memory is already there.
Well, I mean, let's not get it fucked up. Let's not get it fucked up because you're trying to paint me as the villain. You have no clue what I went through as being bullied when I came.
Well, that's why I asked for context.
Okay. So for context, let's go over how I got bullied coming up. I got bullied just because I was an only fucking child. I was raised an only child, so I had nobody to fight for me. Everybody's gonna go through shit like that, and I've already explained this shit, right? But it made me into a monster, so I started fucking people up, right? Same as you with the rap battles, all that shit. Once I saw a bully, bro, I remember I went to go vote for Obama, and I saw a fucking real life bully, grown as shit, and I outweighed this nigga 4 times. 4 times. I'm sitting in the back, and I'm looking at the back of his neck, and I'm like, I should fucking break that bitch. I should break his fucking neck. I should just punch him in the fucking neck in the voting line. Too easy. He too old now. Too. He was older than me now. He was older than me then. I should fuck him up. I got plenty of muscle now. I'm ready to fuck him up, right? But guess what? I had to learn that children are fucking cruel. And I remember his background first and foremost, that I appeared to have more than him, which I did naturally because he's sharing a fucking 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom fucking house with 7 fucking siblings, and that's only me. So of course I always come off as spoiled. I always seem like that, and I'm naive to it because I don't have to share with a bunch of other fucking people. So what happens is that maturity sets in. When you are winning at life, maturity has to fucking set in sometime, my brother. Sometimes you got to look at yourself and be like, I fucking made it. Why am I lowering myself to a fucking childhood memory when I am so much bigger, so much better? I'm a fucking elephant to an ant. I am fucking winning. And if she wants to reconcile, I can fuck her. He can fuck her. He can fuck her. He just got rid of Lori Harvey, boy. He can fuck her. You want to prove something? Get the pussy. Be smooth. Get the pussy. Get the pussy. Do a Nick Cannon. Leave a baby in her. Okay, well, guess what? Do something. Yeah. But that's how you do it. Maturity has to kick in at some point. You got to let go. If you don't let go, that's the reason why revenge and so many of these youngins right now can't take an ass whooping verbally, mentally, or physically. And they go around and they go cock them guns and they shoot other motherfuckers months later. They go assassinate a person because they are too fucking sensitive. You're going to have to grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's just part of life.
Once again, that's your view. That's your eyes. That's your experience. That's a whole different being right there, bro. That's my whole point. People are different. And once again, what makes you think he hasn't gotten over it? Like I said, she opened the door. Like, yeah, we go way back. Yeah, I was corny. You call me corny, right? I mean, what you're saying, correct. That still doesn't negate the fact everybody's not wired like G.I. Mo. Everybody's not wired like K-Quick. Period. Hey, bro, you can scrunch your face up, but this is facts. Nobody, not everybody, you're not going to find 50 billion G.I. Mo's in the world. You're not, bro. You're not.
Bruh, if you grew up in the DMV, DC, Maryland, and Nova, where they borderline these places where kids ain't shit. We come from an area where you Jones.
Grown-ups ain't ish, bro.
For this shit. We are known for this shit.
Yes, bro. Look, I get it, but you can say the same way kids ain't.
The fight is over.
The same way kids ain't ish.
There is no trigger for you. You have success,
bro. Success does not cover pain. You can't buy away pain with success, bro. That's why there's so many successful people taking their lives.
I'm gonna kick it to star. I'm gonna kick it to star. But listen to this, bro. That is a me thing. That is something that you have to go internally and figure out why the fuck am I not happy with myself still? Just because of people said it. Everybody else adores me. I got 30,000 people that stream my music. I got 40,000 people that keep giving me likes and all this shit. And that one asshole that's probably dying from some shit is on your fucking motherfucker. Get a Ouija board and wish death on a nigga and go and get the fuck over it. You can pray for death.
It may not have been on his mind, but if all he did was tell the truth.
Go ahead, Star.
Okay. First of all, hi family.
Why you sound like you having an orgasm?
Hi-yo.
Said I sound like you so silly. Today is not one of my better days. I'm not feeling that great, but I love you all and I'm here. What I was gonna say, you mentioned the Ouija board. I think that was a perfect interjection to kind of cool everybody's heels. I saw that it was a school in Colombia and 28 little girls decided to play with a Ouija board, and all 28 of them ended up having to go to the hospital, and they're claiming that it was just anxiety. I find that to be so crazy. I can't speak for anybody else on the panel, but I absolutely will never touch a Ouija board. Like, it's not allowed in my house. I don't care how old you are. That's just one of the biggest no-nos ever. What do y'all think?
Really? I've done the Ouija board. I've gotten nothing from it.
I don't even like looking at them or being in the same presence as them. I went into Spencer's one time and saw a stack of them. I had to leave, like straight up.
I've never gotten nothing from a Ouija board. It doesn't fuck with me. I know what fucked with me back in the day was them old school ass Betamax video players with Freddie Krueger. Cause ain't no, hey, quick. It wasn't no fucking remote when you got scared, my nigga. They used to, them motherfucking Freddy Krueger be on that fucking Betamax. You gotta run towards the TV to cut that bitch off, and you ain't doing it. That's scary as shit. Fuck a Ouija board. Fuck a Ouija board. I hate my fucking cousins.
Quick Young, he don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I'm not a dinosaur.
He ain't ever had to be the remote for his parents ever.
Right, because I showed them did it plenty of times. But I had a friend who had a Ouija board, and I went over our house one time, and she tried to get us to do it, but
That's why you got mind control now.
So what is it about? What's the stigma attached to Ouija boards, and what have we heard? What have we heard in the past about incidents with Ouija boards? Anybody got any stories? Anybody?
So for me, my fear of Ouija boards started with my mom. She played with a Ouija board at a sleepover at somebody else's house, and I guess because the intentions were bad, because it turns out the woman whose house she was over didn't like my grandmother because she wanted my grandfather. So, I guess she had intentions of hurting my mom as a aha to my grandmother. So they basically forced her to play with the Ouija board or whatever, and some really, really weird shit happened, and the lady snapped the Ouija board in half, a puff of smoke popped out. It was just like really, really crazy shit. But I don't need it. I'm not one of those, I gotta smell it to know it's shit people. You say it's shit, okay, I'm gonna step over it. That's probably the best way I can describe it. I don't have any, I don't need to mess with the board myself to figure out that it's some bullshit with it.
That is fucking crazy. I have never had any incidents with anything supernatural that came from manifestation or spells. I've never seen anything come from it. Maybe I'm just a non-believer. They don't fuck with me.
Well, I think as humans, especially melanated humans, we have to remember that we all have the power to manifest, period and point blank. Like, I've had supernatural occurrences from birth. I think the very first one, I can remember my Uncle Arnold. He died and I was younger than 7. The day after the funeral and the repast, I woke up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and he was standing in the hallway. And we literally had a brief conversation. Like, he was one of my favorites. So I'm asking him, like, why you leave? You know what I mean? We had a conversation. Go ahead.
Do ghosts wear drawers? I know if I came back as a ghost, I'm bottomless.
Well, okay. So once again, I need everybody, that's tuned in to understand that these are my own personal experiences and opinions. So, don't take this as law. Don't take this as me trying to teach you something. I'm just telling you what I've experienced. So when we all go to the other side, everybody is recognized by their spirit. How that person made you feel when you were alive is how you'll identify them there. But due to the fact that we are all still in a body and we are all still matter, they show up looking the way that
we recognize them. Yeah,
exactly, so that we can easily recognize them. So as far as I know, them appearing in clothing and things of that nature, that's just for our human eyes, so that we can spot each other and connect.
Dig that. So hey, we got a good segment coming up. Y'all ready?
Yeah, because you were talking a lot about adding on and being a Nick Cannon and all this other stuff. And we have a gentleman who had 7 children by 7 different women, and he got a lot to say about that.
I got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. Now, for the past few days, I've been going live, telling my story, speaking my truth. And a lot of women having an issue calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, yet not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children. And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times, they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. but only these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied, because I don't really know why you trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I don't want. And I don't give a what nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that's going to have to carry a baby for 9 months. It's the woman. In my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with. Because you're going to be like, one of my baby mamas trying to find me so I can financially support a kid I done told her or them I did not want. Another thing is, these just jobs. These the type of women that I ain't even had to do nothing for. The bare minimum, but they gave me access to their body, and they think I want to be a father to a child for one of them? Like, I don't even have no type of love for these women. How do they expect me to love these children? I say, oh, he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, he don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a you ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice. Before y'all try to stitch this and be like, black man this, black man that, I don't give a I really don't.
God damn.
Let's talk about it.
Star, would you like to go first? I have watched this 3 times. And Star, would you like to go first?
No, only because we don't have that little thing that all the daytime television shows have where when you curse and they go beep, 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 beep. So, yeah, that's really all my entire sentiment about that. He is the type of dude that makes me feel like men need tattoos to identify who they are. He needs a fuckboy tattoo. And then maybe when he's doing better, you can add recovering to the front of it. He can become a recovering fuckboy or a reformed fuckboy. But right now, he just needs it right on his forehead like a scarlet letter A. I'm done.
Now, hold T. This has happened to me before. I get the what is it, vitriol? Yeah, I'm saying that right, vitriol. That where it's coming from. I understand the bad place that it's coming from, but dude, 7 fucking times, vitriol 7 fucking times, 7 times, 7.
It was more than 7 times. He just got caught. I mean, he just
7 fucking times, bro. You telling me, and he admitted, okay, I ain't give a fuck, and I didn't choose to pull out. 7 fucking times. You had to have loved one of them. You had to have loved one of them women.
No.
It had to have happened.
He said they was just jump offs.
I ain't never heard of it. He up there faking. He faking the funk like shit. He probably 9 times out of 10, the way he's acting, the way he's passionate about it, and hasn't matured enough to accept the fate. You know what I'm saying? And understand that, okay, I most men by that point, after 7 kids, done fucking owned up to their irresponsibility. You know what I'm saying? And it's frustrating to hear young brothers talk like that. He looks fairly young. I don't know what age he is, but he sounds bitter. He sounds like the women that he was sleeping with didn't want to be with him. So he left them with a gift.
Yeah, but playing devil's advocate, just for the strength of keeping it all the way real. If a man tells you that he don't want no baby with you before y'all get down, that gives you all the options in the world up front. If he's not going to wear protection, you ain't got to sleep with him. If you decide that you cool with that, you feel where I'm coming from, there's a plan B pill. Like there's so many options that a woman has before and after the moment of conception. So although I think he was a fuckboy for that opinion, the truth of the matter is women have to stop putting themselves in these horrible ass situations and then just blaming the guy. If he told you he was just sex, he didn't want nothing with you, he didn't want no connection with you, then why bring a baby into that mess? Because that's who's going to suffer when it's all said and done, that baby.
It sounds like your dog in the background is agreeing with you. Is the baby father around?
And yo, listen, on everything, I came all the way upstairs in the house to try to not subject y'all to that. That is Jet and Simba down there showing who's dominant. So Simba
They argue
is,
like shit. Oh.
yeah, Simba is 16 months. And he's always trying to get Jet, but she's just now getting ready to go into heat. She's 3 years old. So she jumps on him, he jumps on her, and it's a constant, no, I run it. This is my house. No, I run it. This is my family. So y'all are actually just happening to hear it. Sorry.
Oh, I thought they was having an actual discussion of the subject that they just heard.
No bull.
But nah, back to it though, yeah, like in all honesty, to your point, Star, is that women in the end always have the last say. And when they open their gates of heaven, I call it the gates of heaven because, you know, some people call it legs, chopsticks, whatever. But women naturally do have the say so from the beginning to the end.
I'm stealing that from you. I like that. Gates of heaven. I'm stealing that. It's mine now.
Some of y'all are the pits of hell, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
I mean, now listen, that's personality, but vagina is totally separate from the personality, bro. Like sometimes the crazier the better. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're not gonna. I don't know if personality has anything to do with how wet it gets. Maybe does it? But anyway, back to the subject. The whole thing that Star just said is an actual very valid point. Women using their better judgment when they hear these trigger words, right? Everybody claims to be triggered by certain things. Women, especially when it comes to sexual encounters, babies, children, whatever, right? Women have the decision of who has sexual access to them, unless it's been unfairly taken from them, which nobody's going to argue with that. You dig what I'm saying? But when it comes to actually dating, when it comes to actually taking your time with a man, that is your responsibility over your body. Aren't we fighting for the rights of abortion and things like that for women to actually have that choice? What about the choice that we are fighting for that women aren't exercising, especially when you can take a pill, when you can do this and is ding-a-ling really worth all of that in these situations? I'm listening.
Okay, so a couple of things. He may not have told them in the beginning that he didn't want that baby. Who thinking about having a baby or talking about, I don't want your baby, we're going to fuck, but I don't want to have a baby by you. I'm pretty sure he ain't mentioned none of that until the pregnancy test came back positive. Okay. So like to what you were saying, Star, yes, we have to be smart about what we do and how we take control over, and Mo, you said the same thing about taking control over our bodies during sex. It is important, though it is two people having sex. Like this asshole said in the video, we are the ones who have to carry the baby. And if you don't want to carry a baby, birth control, condoms, or abstain. This dumbass got 7 children, but he has had women have abortions and Plan Bs. He could have probably had 25 kids by now. You don't know because he's a damn hoe himself. And he going around saying that the only reason why he sleep with these women, they jump off. Okay, that's cool. If that's how you want to do it. That's how they are. Fine. But what does that make you? If they jump off, your ass to jump off. 1. 2, you don't want babies, but you want to fuck raw. What happens when you fuck raw? Hello, I got 5 around here. That's what happens when you fuck raw. And if you don't got no good pull-off game, you get somebody pregnant. It's selfish for one, for you to think that you can walk around here spraying your fucking feet and nobody gonna get pregnant. You expect somebody to go under the fucking knife or under the procedure of a fucking vacuum cleaner. I know I had an abortion. You're paying, which it is cheaper for an abortion and pills than to take care of a child for the rest of their life. Even after 18, you are still a parent. It is cheaper to pay for the abortion, yes, but you want to subject somebody to this type of trauma, which is that fucking surgery, which lasts longer than that day. You got to recover. You can get infections. You can get sick. I had all that shit from a fucking abortion because you want to fuck somebody who's a jump off, and because you don't have the responsibility after you walk away to take care of a child. What type of shit is that? Women, it is your responsibility to make sure that you are taken care of. Make sure you're not just fucking any and everybody. Making sure that you don't get pregnant if you're not ready for a child. But goddamn, what the fuck? We cannot get pregnant without your fucking seed. Hold your seed. Women, hold your virtue. Stop fucking these stupid ass people. And it ain't got shit to do with black men, because black men are wonderful. They take care of their children. They love their children. It is not just a black man thing. It's a boy thing. Men handle their fucking business. This is a little boy who walking around in pain, like Mo said, because you can hear it. And all he doing is spreading around all his anger and taking it out on people because a woman probably hurt him. And now he's mad because they coming after him. It is their fault because he told them after they got pregnant, get rid of the baby. I don't want no kids. They should not be able to go after him for child support because he ain't going to pay it. I'm tell you that right now. He's not going to help you. He already said it. We got to be smarter. We have to be smarter than what we are when it comes to sex. Sex is wonderful, yes. But if you don't want any babies, you don't want any diseases, stop fucking these people raw and pay attention. Like, what the fuck? Yo, this is so ignorant.
Quick, what you got for us, homie?
I mean, nothing much to say except some people shouldn't have. Some people shouldn't be allowed to reproduce. That's
Some
all.
people don't need dicks. Some people don't need coochie.
I mean, and as much as I disagree with everything this guy is about, the only thing that I feel holds any type of weight that he says is, ladies, you gotta really watch who you open your gates to. You really, 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 if we go to the old analogy, make sure your lock is secure. Make sure every key doesn't open that thing. Otherwise, you're gonna be carrying a baby and taking care of it by yourself if you run into somebody like this dude.
Star?
I was just gonna say, coming soon. No Filter Show chastity belts on sale within the next 30 days.
We putting the real steel on y'all asses because you ain't nobody thinking. Like, for real, that is just ridiculous.
Now, to the point of what Quick said about the key, right? Saying, you know, it's the old Chinese proverb that I've mentioned before, is that if a lock only lets one key in, well, that's one hell of a lock. But if every key can open that lock, well, that's just a shitty ass lock.
Yeah.
Boom. You dig? So, you know, not to beat the horse to death, but real talk, young, I understand this guy's feelings. Like, I totally understand it. And Anderson Smith has said the whole basis of this conversation is the lack of accountability on both sides. Now, let's talk. Well, how long we got on this subject? We got plenty of time.
Can I speak real quick before you go?
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Please, sir. We got plenty of time.
So look, I done heard everybody talk. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's been attacking this man. I refuse to believe that a man that speaks so passionate about something like this, that this man did not say anything ahead of time.
You know damn well.
Wait. Look, if a nigga is so passionate about that, you can't say that every single time he didn't say nothing about that. I can't roll that 100% because I'm gonna tell you like this. As a man, we know child support exists. And even if you don't want to take care of them chim, and I gotta call him Chim. Let me finish. Even though you don't want to take care of them chim, the system is made so that they will track you down and take that money to take care of them chim. Let's be real. Let's be completely fucking honest.
Rock.
Phoenix turning red again.
Rock. Go ahead.
Moving forward, you feel me? The new question is, should a man have the choice not to be a father.
Every man has that choice.
But look, hold on, wait a minute. He has the choice right now, and you guys are going on. You kicking him dick.
No, I'm not going on him because of that. You know good goddamn well. Come on, now, don't play with me. The minute you about to go in there, hey, wait a minute. I don't want to be your father, the father of your children, but I'm about to fuck you raw. What type of, you know damn well that wasn't the conversation. This nigga ain't say shit till he found out she was pregnant.
That's good sex. Everybody like raw.
Now, question.
Come on now.
I can't remember if this was mentioned in the video. Now, did these women know he was going raw?
Nigga, of course.
You know they know.
Well,
Nobody
there you go.
was
Well,
checking.
now,
This
wait.
is why I was trying. Come on,
The
man.
only reason I asked is because I was trying to give the benefit of the doubt. I didn't want to assume.
Ain't no bad benefit.
Now, if we entertain the fact that they did know, that goes back to the accountability on both sides. Why did y'all let
Quit.
dude who you hooking up with
go
raw?
How many of y'all have had sex with condoms? Raise your hand.
I have.
How many of y'all have had sex without condoms?
I have. Yes, Lord.
What are you choosing?
Okay.
Now, for one, I choose the
Okay.
Well, no. For one, I choose the condom because I know my lane. My pullout game is garbage. I ain't gonna lie. I'm garbage with that game. So I know what lane to stay in.
But see, you're responsible.
Exactly.
That's the difference. That is the difference.
That's my whole point. Accountability on both sides.
But hold on quick. You know your pullout game weak. And you know if you going there raw, what you doing? Shooting that club up, brother. This Negro knows, and he chose not to. They allowed it to happen. Both of them wrong as shit. So,
Right.
But the thing is, that conversation, you know it didn't happen before sex.
Now,
well, like I said,
go ahead,
both
hold on.
like
Let's
you
go
said,
ahead.
both of them are wrong, right? Both.
Okay.
No
I want to interject quick because you made a good point with your question. And I wanted to simply say that sometimes turning up pregnant, even if it's not a rape, is not the woman's choice. And I say that simply because a relationship that I was in when I was in my teens, we were actively together. I'm an avid condom user. You feel me? If you want to lay up with me with no protection and we have no connection and all of that other stuff, then I'm scared of you. I feel like some girl gave you something and you want to give it to every girl. Either way, this was a full-blown relationship. I loved him. He loved me. Things just looked strange while they were going on. Like I would wake up in the morning and, birth control pill would already be gone. And then I'm like, damn, did I already take that? And I was leaving my condoms at his house because I'm like, okay, none of them better not come up missing. Show me that I can trust you. But in doing that, I was setting myself up for failure because he finally admitted that I wasn't going crazy. He was poking holes in every condom. And this is out of his mouth. This is not some fairy tale shit. He was actively trying to get me pregnant. He was poking holes in every condom. He'll get up before me and he'll flush a birth control pill down the toilet and let me be looking around like something is not right with this situation. So every once in a while, there is that unicorn where, you know what I mean? He wants the connection with you. So he'll do whatever he can to get you pregnant, no matter how safe you're attempting to be. So every once in a while, there is a situation. Sadly, I can't even say every once in a while. More often than not, there's a situation where either male or female, either partner didn't want a baby, but that other one did. So they're going to do what they want to do in the situation.
Yeah, keeping barefoot and pregnant was a very old school thing. And that is true.
Basically.
That happens. That happens.
Now, let's be true. A majority of situations is women want to keep the baby more so than the man does.
Yeah, that's true.
About this. Let's be real about this.
Oh, I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying that it happens on both sides. It may not happen as much with the men.
Yeah, but it
happens on both sides. This was a guy that openly admitted after the relationship was over, he constantly felt inadequate. I had my shit together. Other guys was looking at me. So he felt like, boom, let me knock her down with a baby. These niggas is going to stop looking and she got to deal with me for the rest of her life.
Dig that. I had drew a picture and to Phoenix. I actually shot the club up in this picture. I added to the portrait. Yeah, the headshot
You
that I
are
took
such a
earlier.
Now,
Picasso.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
now, and also to add on the
Picasso.
star, there had been
Mm-mm.
many of situations where the guy put the condom on, but right before they actually, because granted, when the lights was out, he can easily slide the condom off and then go inside.
But you can feel the difference between a condom dick and a raw dick.
Once
Come
again,
on.
that depends on
It
how
depends on what
how
condom you
experienced the
use.
woman is too. That
I'm
Yeah,
makes
it
sorry,
does.
Julie,
It
I gotta
does.
agree with Quick because I've had that happen to me too. It depends on what brand, and you feel where I'm coming from. Some of them is the extra thin, so you can feel it. Believe me, when you're in the heat of the moment, and then there's other factors. What if y'all have been drinking? What if y'all have been
Facts.
smoking? What if y'all are cocaine users? There's all types of variables that will make a woman not realize
That
a
is
condom has been
true.
slipped on.
I'm
One of
not.
my children came from a condom popping.
Right. And then there's situations where, like, it's granted, the lubrication, because granted, due to friction, the lubrication can dry up on the condom and it can get pulled off inside the woman.
Woo, I feel bad for the woman that happens to.
Oh, yeah, because but that's a
No natural
problem.
lubrication.
That is a problem. Look, you can get pregnant from the pullout too. People
Oh,
think
yeah,
you
all
can't
that.
get pregnant from pre-com. You can get pregnant from all that. And it doesn't matter the precautions. The thing is, if you are not with this person, y'all just fucking around. Protect yourself, ladies and gentlemen, because you don't know what women are doing. But protect yourself, ladies, because again, you are the ones that have to carry and raise this child, regardless if the father wants to be there or not. And for men too, because sometimes women leave the men with the babies. Y'all, everybody just need to be responsible and do what the fuck they supposed to
Where are
do.
those unicorns at? I have not met one. I got 3 children. I've been wishing for that shit the whole fucking lifetime. Leave my fucking kids with me. Get the fuck on, please.
Then you can
Leave
put
me
them on
the fuck
child
alone.
support.
I'm not gonna put.
Yeah, I'm
them
about to say men usually don't. Men usually
Of
It's
course
very rare.
not, but
It's
we should
very rare.
advocate for more men
We
child support.
should.
That's all I'm saying.
And you know you should, because I tell you, is she on child support? Where's she at? I will ask it. I've asked men that. Where's the mother? Is she on child support? Like, because men have it hard out here. It's harder for them to get help as single fathers than it is for single mothers. But again, we each have a responsibility to take care of ourselves first. So it's nothing wrong with you if you want to be out here having sex and fucking everybody that's on every corner. That's your business. I wouldn't suggest it, but that is your business. But you should first think about protecting yourself from
Hey,
anything.
and Facebook user, I'm posting this real quick. He or she said that thing can take it off too. Now let me tell you something. If that thing can take it off, motherfucker, you have been thinking that you can wear a goddamn Magnum. You cannot wear a Magnum. The shit should fit tight. Okay, make sure you buy the correct size for your pleasure. Okay, as a matter of fact, the tighter the better for you, because you're fucking yourself anyway. You ain't fucking her, you fucking yourself. Okay, you got a
With the
barrier.
condom on.
You coming on yourself. Okay, so make sure that your goddamn condoms fit. Because if that thing can take it off, motherfucker, you're wearing a saggy baggy, bro. You need to nah.
Okay,
hell
but
nah.
can I ask
A
you guys a
saggy
question
bag.
though? Before we stray too far from this topic, can I ask y'all a question?
That's right.
Should DNA tests be mandatory at birth?
Yes.
Mhm.
I
Yes.
agree. I really do agree. It's like, I don't understand the women's outrage, because if you was really just with him, then what do you care about a DNA test? But I think that takes a lot of the sting out of it if it's a mandatory thing done at birth.
Hell, y'all, let me tell y'all something.
Especially your ass, because all your kids look like you. I get it. Yep. I'd fucking
And I
pass
would give
on
you one
everything.
too. I would give you one. I would
yeah,
lay there,
definitely.
and as soon as they come out, swab them.
Be like, man, my
You
sperm
look
ain't
too
strong
much
enough,
like her.
Your
I
Honor.
don't see none of my features in this.
Let me
kid.
tell you something. He'd have been in, but I told y'all don't understand. I was married, but I was going through some crazy shit in that marriage. I told his ass, take me to more. Take me to more.
We
I
going.
call him my goddamn self.
Maury, I don't see my
I don't
eyes,
have
my
a
nose,
problem.
my skin complexion,
Let me
nothing.
tell you.
It all looks like her.
All of my children have the same father, okay? But you would think, from the stupid ass shit I done heard from his ass, that I was out here holding around, okay? Take me to more. I call him my goddamn self. Yes, DNA test should be mandatory for every baby, even in marriage, because people fuck around.
All right. Allow
DNA
me.
test mandatory, yes.
and the DNA test results say, Weezy, you are actually
You are
the
the
mother
father.
and the father. So
I swear to God.
he's not even in the picture. You're both the mother and the father, Weezy. Now I would like to
I
know
got
how you
pregnant by
made that
myself.
happen.
Yeah, you a fucking worm. You know how
I would
worms
like
are
to know how you
asexual.
made that happen.
They can fuck themselves. They just choose to fuck the other people. Sometimes they want variety. Hey, that's you. You a fucking worm.
Yeah. And the thing is,
Whatever.
the way your kids look, that's a believable statement for
Bro,
you.
her vagina is a photocopy, bro.
Straight up.
Stars
It's
is too.
believable.
What the fuck? Hey, hold up. Stars is too. All them fucking kids look just like they mamas,
We
bro.
have
That is
strong
scary as shit.
genes, damn it. Don't hate on us.
Dang.
Copy and paste.
Thank you.
I just
Well, thank
y'all
God
just
my
have
genes
internal
strong.
clone machines. That's all.
No,
thank
they
God
look
my
like
genes
me
strong.
because once I know we love each other, I'm a rapist. Go to sleep
But you
and
know,
he wakes up, I wake you.
but you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy that I never believed is that the person that does the most work in the bedroom always gets the features. Like the kid eventually comes out like them, you know, like they may metamorph and go in between y'all for a while, but they always end up looking like the person that fucked the most. Yeah, the one that
that
worked
makes
Does
hard.
it does it does it depend
Well-
on who's on top?
Well, not to put too much of my personal business out there, but
Too late.
a bedroom session with me is more like a boxing match. We both fighting for dominance. So that baby gonna keep looking like us both. Cause somebody is gonna tap out. Might be you, might be me. But we fighting to the death up in there, okay?
I feel you.
Ding,
I
ding,
feel you.
ding.
Top rope star. That's hey, quick, you gotta change your name.
Oh,
and
is
I-
it
and I
boxing?
put
Is it
Well,
boxing? Is
top
it
rope
boxing or
star.
wrestling star? Which one?
Wrestling. Top rope.
Wrestling.
Yeah,
It's hand to
I'm
hand
just saying.
combat. We boxing,
Oh, okay.
we wrestling,
Well,
it's
I'm the submission
MMA, it's capoeira.
I'm the submission artist, so like I'm good at submission holds. So
Bruh, stop Ellen women out, bro. You are
Bruh.
the bully.
well,
You the
look,
bully.
well,
You
for
the
one,
fucking bully.
well, look here, bruh.
Quick a bedroom bully.
Well, look here, bruh. Star's daughter looks like her, so who won?
You know what?
Nobody ever won against Star, bro. Nobody ever won against Phoenix. Nobody ever won against Phoenix.
I know,
bro.
fucking
Like,
Phoenix threw somebody through the damn wall. She
Oh
ain't,
my
she ain't
Jesus
nothing.
fucking Christ. That's the hell she did,
Well,
yeah.
you know what? All I can think about is them, like the chick from Don't Be a Menace, when she was like,
Oh,
she
Oh
shot.
yeah. That was Phoenix all damn day. Man, homeboy was trying to escape. Phoenix drug his ass back into the room,
Yo,
turned green and everything.
Yo, my man that's on Twitch, and he said snow bunnies are the future. Why are snow bunnies? You know what? Why are they the future? Because they refuse to have babies until they're like 80 years old.
they ain't
Like,
gonna be.
bro.
They ain't gonna be no future because they ain't having no damn baby.
You right. They don't. They really exercise their rights for abortion and Plan Bs. They pop them bitches like Tic Tacs. They are different. Every time I go to my doctor's office, right? It's a I don't know what. Maybe that's a elderly pregnancy thing or something that's going on. Maybe it's in vitro fertilization there. But these women that I see, these Caucasian women are really up there in age.
Yeah, they in vitro or they freeze their eggs and
Hey,
stuff.
who the
So-
fuck told them? Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just had a question for that listener that says snow bunnies are the future. That's okay, you know, that's your opinion and everybody has a right to their opinion. But did you notice that in the news right now, Tiger Woods' girlfriend, a woman that he never married, that he has no children with, is suing him for $30 million because he broke up with her. So what kind of future is he going to have if the judge agrees with her? Yes, she is suing him. He broke up with her and asked her to move out of his home. She's suing him for $30 million. And
Hold
she
on,
was
before-
a girlfriend, not even a fiance, no ring presented.
Okay, so this
Ow.
right here
Ouch,
goes into another topic we were going to talk about.
Well, let's go
Why? Huh?
That's
there. No, I
right.
said let's
Oh,
go
okay.
there. Go ahead.
Why do good girls go after bad boys? And why do men pick over good women? Because Tiger, I'm pretty sure she was a gold digger. She was after his money. How the hell you gonna sue somebody for $30 million because he broke up with you. Rejection, can you take it? No.
But it's still $30 million.
Yeah, but that
Listen, she wasn't a fiance. She wasn't a wife. Like, you feel where I'm coming from? Like, I
but
think
she
$30
was
million
a
is a
hoe.
large amount of money,
I
period.
guarantee you,
But
Tiger overlooked a good woman, one who does not fit up probably to the standards of the whatever bullshit for her, and now his ass about to come out of pocket.
May I add my 2 cents and a dime on this, please?
Please add your 12 cents.
Thank you. So I'm glad you can do math. Thanks. So
Really fast.
Palimony. I like that one.
right.
Anderson.
Now, I can look at this from 2 ways. Now, as far as, and this is addressing both the men and the women at the same time here. Their choices can derive based off of the first man and woman they fell in love with, that being their mother or their father. Oedipus effect, you know. So therefore, a lot of the significant others they tend to gravitate to, at most times it can be a direct reflection of their mother or their father. You know, that's how it is in a lot of cases. Not all, and may not even be the mother and the father. Sometimes if the relationship was bad and the auntie was in the life more and so on and so forth, and maybe the aunt, maybe the uncle. Like I said, it goes off of that first real connection that you had. Sometimes if that first person was kind of the bad dude, he raised you, but he was kind of the bad boy, you tend to go to the bad boys, and you develop a pattern, and vice versa with the women. You know, if you raised by a ratchet, you tend to gravitate to one. You know, now in another case, over time, because people tend to break patterns after a while, sometimes too. Over time, different desires tend to come about. And then there's a distinct separation between what you desire and what you actually need. And a lot of people get overcame by their desire. And what you desire may not be necessarily what you need. And it may not be what you end up with either. But then again, sometimes people who kind of get stuck in the pattern don't find that out till later on. That goes to that friend zone thing. The girl or the guy that some people put in the friend zone may have all that they need, but what they desire is what they're going after. But then they could go back crying to what they need, but don't give them a shot. Yeah. Like I said, there's 2 ways you can look at it, at least from my perspective.
It also could be rebellion, because especially church girls. I was a church girl. You grow up, you're restricted, you're not allowed to do certain things, so you go after what you were raised not to go after. Could also go on, like you said, like how you were raised, but it could be you're looking for what you didn't have at home. Sometimes you go looking for that father figure. Sometimes you go looking for that mother figure. And that could be a reason why you go after certain women and men and ignore the good women, because you just can't think that you weren't given that example. Sometimes, like you said, it's the desire or the attraction. They seem fun. They seem like it's just, hey, I want to go do this. And a good girl or a good guy seems lame at that particular time. You know, it just depends on the situation.
Now, to go off of what you just said, if somebody goes looking for something they didn't have at home, whether it's a mother or a father figure, they may end up ruining a good person, because now they're putting they're giving that person the responsibility to love them like a mother or a father would love them. It's not in a significant other to love. Like, no woman is going to love you like a mother can. It's not in her to. Like, they never can do that because they're not your mother. Same thing with a man. They cannot do what your father was supposed to do. You could end up ruining that person because it's going to put a hindrance on their relationship. So
that's true. Star Mo Rock.
I just think good people, not just good girls, but good guys too, tend to secretly feel like their life is boring. That's my honest opinion. Like all my friends and stuff, they always went for the bad boys, and the difference that I always noticed is it feels more exciting because they're doing more with their life than you. That's why that what you're
So you
missing,
think
you can only find within yourself, but you think if you go after that person, they got it for you. For me, I always liked the good guys and the nerds because I was raised on stability. My father, I don't I cannot remember any of the men in my family not being cheaters. The one prevalent thing though is that all the kids were taken care of. I have 17 little brothers by my father. Only one of them is with my mother. We have the same mother and father. All 16 of the other ones is different women. And one of them is just a couple of months younger than my brother. My grandfather, he was old school. He went and married a woman behind my grandmother's back while he was married to her and started a whole nother family. He worked on the railroad, so he paid the bills in both households. My uncles, like the one thing that I've never seen in my home life from a man is not taking care of your kids, no matter how they came about on the earth. So for me, I didn't want the bad boy because, yeah, it's fun, but there's no stability there. I was raised on stability. What can happen, though, is sometimes when a man or a woman is with somebody and they cherish them, they start feeling themselves. So they can kind of become a rotten apple because now they're getting more attention and stuff off the love that you fed them. So I think that's really more so it. You're missing something within yourself and you're looking for it in an outside source. So you end up choosing that bad boy or that bad girl.
Let me tell you something. I ruined a lot of successful future marriages, relationships, connections because I had no fucking clue. Um, Even though I grew up in a two-parent household, even though I saw the dynamics, I understood, okay, you're gonna argue sometimes. You're gonna fight sometimes. But nobody comes in between you, not even the kids. They don't come in between y'all. Y'all are one. Y'all chose this path. It is what it is, right? I took that over and I let that spill over into my first marriage. I got married at 19 and I was like, man, I'm down for whatever. This is forever. I made her an honest woman. As soon as I found out she was pregnant, I wanted to marry her, even though against my mother's wish. My mother saw something in her and knew better, but I didn't know better. And I was still honoring a religion or a faith that I was not part of. Okay. My dumb fucking ass. Okay. I was still doing that shit, right? After that, the scarring and everything that happened after that from doing the right thing made me not even think about any woman as any fucking like anything special at that point. Back then we didn't have social media. We didn't have access to women and conversation like we did. You had to literally go out. You had to literally see each other physically. Now you can put distance between yourselves. You can honestly put that shit in black and white and really figure a person out. You can give time from a distance. While you're at work, while you're doing this, easy access to a person. When then you had the mystery of a person, and so over time, when I finally got it, and when I finally didn't hold grudges anymore about how I got mistreated and lied to, like I felt. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was a lie. I think I just couldn't see what was in front of me, what was right there. The train is coming. They don't got no lights on. You dig what I'm saying? The train is coming. And I think that it's just a lot of, for men, I think it's that one incident. It's that one incident for us that ruins it for everyone. That one incident. Women are different. Y'all are way more.
we take a lot more than y'all. We
Yeah,
do take
especially
a
a lot of dick.
lot more
Yeah,
beating.
especially a
No,
lot more
I ain't
dick
talking
than we
about
do.
dick.
And
I'm
men just
talking
don't take
about
dick. I'm just sorry.
bullshit.
My bad. Okay, you sure? Okay, I thought
I'm
you did.
positive.
My bad. My bad.
We
I
take a
just
lot more before we let go. It don't take much for shut the hell
but
up.
I gotta be honest with you is that it's hard to judge a criteria for a woman and what we're looking for as men because we ultimately make the decisions on the marriage when we're gonna get on our knee, right? But for women, but for us in the meantime, in between time, we're lost. The sex is great. We're head over heels. We just think that y'all are the best thing smoking. What happens to a woman once y'all get proposed to? Because I've heard, and this is through world history. This is every man out here that could probably vouch for this one time or another in their lives. Not every woman, but one woman. What happens once that relationship word hits to where y'all change over? What clicks over to y'all to make y'all just be totally different than what y'all were when we first met you? Friends, lovers, best friends. What happens?
Before we answer that, let Rock go and then we'll
Oh,
come
that's
back to
right.
the
That's right.
question.
My bad, bro.
Good day, mates. I guess the question was, you know what I'm saying, why do we fumble good girls and why do men fumble good guys, right? We still on that, right?
The other way. Yeah.
Other way around, bruh.
Well, same, whatever. You know what I meant. It's no foolish shit, goddamn it. So I think honestly, most said something that's true. I think it mostly happens when we're young because we don't see what's in front of us. You feel me? When we're young, we haven't been through enough to really know what's really a good girl. You feel me? And a bad girl. I hate calling them bad girls because it sounds weird, but you know what I'm saying. Like it's for the excitement. You feel me? The bad always adds a little excitement. It gets the adrenaline rush. You feel me? That's kind of like um, being in a relationship with you're young with a woman who likes to argue. You feel me? Like shit gets your adrenaline pumping. You feel me? For some odd reason, it's a slight turn on. You feel me? Because she got a little feisty in this way. You know what I'm saying? But as we get older and we mature, we know that that's not peace for us. You feel me? Then we
It's
find
exhausting.
value. Yeah. And then we find value in the good girl who brings peace to you. You feel me? So I think it's just of not really knowing what's what. You feel me? And just going what excites us.
Okay. Back to Mo's question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think it is a switch over. Oh wait, let me. This must be Zena. Let me read this. When I was young, I dated men I could build and fund. I always made the money. Always made the money and chose the bad boys because they had to listen to me, build them up, and listen to me because I made the money and paid the bills. Younger me operating ego. Yeah, that's Zena. Um, but back to you, women. We're kind of taught, you get married, fairy tale, blah blah blah. So when you're proposed to, and I'm gonna tell you how I was proposed to, y'all. um, you go automatically kind of go into what you think is wife mode. What you think, if you haven't been taught or you haven't been shown how a wife is and how being a wife to your husband is, then you go into what you think it is. So you automatically feel like, okay, we're supposed to do this, and we're supposed to treat each other like this, and he should be treating me like this, and I should be able to do this, and he should be able to do that. It's like a automatic he should, we should, they should, but that usually happens if you don't have a strong foundation. Because if you have a strong foundation and going into the next level of your relationship really shouldn't change much. Yes, you have to have deeper conversations when you get ready to get married because then things do change. There are important things that have to change. You're no longer individuals, you become one. So that means one household. Uh Switching things over. It's a lot. And so yes, it is supposed to shift. That is supposed to happen. The problem is men don't think things are supposed to change. Some things can remain the same, but if you're going into a union if you're getting married, you're supposed to become one. Things are supposed to change, but it's supposed to change for the better.
At,
Ain't
at,
no act. Ain't no act.
at,
Ain't no
fucking
act.
at. I
Ain't
can't
no
wait to
act.
get my cords back so I can have my goddamn my ammo ready. Because I swear to God, you missed the whole motherfucking point. We are talking about why the fuck every old man, if you ask any man in their 60s, 70s, 80s, they will always refute marriage. They will always tell a young man, don't fucking do it.
All of them do not say that.
They will all say that shit. Now, they will say at the same time, I've talked to millions of them. They will always say, "Hey, young man, I ain't gonna hold you now. It was a hard fight. I ain't gonna hold you now. She a firecracker."
Yeah,
They
they
always
will.
gonna say that shit,
Yeah.
but they will always whisper. They will always whisper, "Don't do it,"
Why?
because women have a switch. Once the relationship word, the marriage word, the certificate is signed, the deal is done, y'all fucking change. Why do women fucking change?
I just told you.
Why do y'all change? Is it
I
because of
just
the
told
control factor? Because
No,
you
it
know
has nothing to do with control. Some people, now I can say that some people do. But like I said, it has a lot to do with your understanding of marriage and relationship. I believe the line is for better or worse. What if it doesn't? Would it go pull it back up? Anyway, what if it doesn't change for the better? Then what? I mean, the thing is, okay. So it's important to know the person you're marrying. A lot of times we don't know who we're marrying. We don't know who you're marrying. You got married at 19. I got married at 20. My father told me not to marry my ex-husband. Did I fucking listen? No. No, I didn't listen. Why? Because I was rebelling against my crazy ass father. So it's like you don't know. And we knew each other since I was 16, he was 17, but we didn't know anything. We were dumb. It's important to know who you're marrying and to know yourself. You have to know yourself. You don't know yourself at 19, 20, 18. You don't know yourself. You're still a kid. They don't know themselves. It's different. When people get older and married, it's a lot different than when you're younger and married. I believe that.
Yeah. Now, Brother Smith, man, hey, bro, you been spitting tonight, man. He said, and for men, there's no incentive for a man to get married. Anyway, let's delve deep into that, young ladies. Star, Phoenix, panel, Zena, anybody that's on here that's a female origin. Is there, if you look at marriage as a whole, divorce as a whole, right? What is the incentive for a man to do it? What is the
I'm
incentive?
sorry, I was reading. The incentive.
Stop reading and listen.
Shut up. I heard you.
All right.
It's okay. What is the incentive for a man to get married?
Give us all the positive of marriage for men.
Longer life, stability, companionship. Hopefully you got somebody that give you that. A sense of peace. Not saying you can't have this with yourself, but a lot of this stuff you do need a companion with. Now, if you're talking about financial, because that's usually where this conversation goes, unless you're with a woman who can provide or do all this stuff financially that you can, then you wouldn't. But then what's the incentivization for what incentivizes for a woman to get married if you want to go there? Because, and this has been the argument for the longest time. I believe in marriage, but the argument that comes along with this is supposed to be what? Protect, provide, and all this other stuff, right? Right?
Shut the fuck up.
No,
because
I want to. No, shut up.
Fuck that. Nah, because we about to fist fight. Don't you mention no goddamn stability or no protection, because women don't gotta provide shit.
I said if most of the time the conversation comes for the fact of the financial portion of this. This is why I said if you get with somebody who makes that type of money, which of course y'all don't care about anyway, but if this is the case, then that will be the contribution. But there's more to marriage than just getting married. And again, married men live longer.
First and foremost, that's a fucking lie.
That is not.
Do not live longer. That's a
they
goddamn
do.
lie.
They do.
They don't. No, the fuck they don't. Maybe rich married men live longer. But poor niggas that's married to a fucking female that work for the goddamn DC government, you ain't living long. Women that got a little money in a black motherfucking household, they trying to push your ass in the grave quick. They don't give a fuck about that shit.
Yo,
Stop
you want to
playing
know
with
what
me.
yo, there was a comedian who said, out of all those,
I've been waiting to say that for so long. I don't believe it, but I've been waiting to say that.
There was a comedian that said, out of all the married couples that are on sitcoms on television, there's only one married couple that was actually realistic. And that was
Roseanne?
no, the Bundys from Married with Children.
Oh yeah.
He said that was the I forgot which comedian said it, but like he said that was the closest thing to life interpretation.
But okay, so yeah, Married with Children was my show. But okay, so if there is no incentive for a man to get married, why do y'all get married?
You're starting to see we don't get married as much as you think. It's really not us anymore. Women are more proposing more so than men are nowadays. Like, it's starting to become a desperate measure for women to try to.
Dang, women are proposing.
Yeah, it's real talk. Like, the lanes are changing because y'all all of a sudden have been put in the forefront as the breadwinners, right? So y'all get hired way faster than we can. Y'all are getting a lot more opportunities than men are, even with the same education. It's just a change of time.
So why do you think that we want to get married then? What's the incentive for women to get married?
There is no incentive. You know what the incentive is for y'all? Stability. Everything that y'all said that men looking for, that's what you get.
I didn't say y'all looking for it. I said
I'm not talking to you directly. I'm talking about the goddamn
that's
family.
What I said.
Wasn't you reading the last time? When you fucking reading the last time while
I said something about stability. That's why I responded.
You sat up there and you was reading the goddamn comments.
No, but listen, I said something about stability. That's why I said I didn't say that's what y'all looking for. Everything that has been mentioned
so far, men, regardless of if they have no money, if they have money, they have protection. You're going to get that ignorant one that's going to kill for you, right? All right? You're going to get all these things that come with us. The only thing they may be missing is money. But stability does not dictate money.
Mm-mm.
You did?
Not at all.
There you go. But
now, to all these women who actually be proposing to men, how would a man feel walking around with the engagement ring on their hand? That just seems weird.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't suggest you do it. Not because of rejection, just the fact that men propose when they're ready. If they want to marry you, then they're going to propose to you. Point blank. I'm not going to propose. You shouldn't propose to a man again because they're the ones that dictate the relationship. You shouldn't propose. You shouldn't.
And shout out to the Facebook user. If that is you, Zena, hey, your choice is Dusty. Yeah. Sorry. You like motherfuckers that smoke Black and Miles and drink fucking 40 ounces still at 30 plus. Yeah, that's on your ass.
They propose sometimes.
Yeah. If somebody proposed the rock, somebody just got to propose the Rock with a Eagles Super Bowl ring. He'll say yes just to keep the ring.
And kick him out.
Y'all got the gates.
Well, how about that for a show?
Seriously, I think. Oh, I'm gonna read this last one. But seriously, I think marriage has a connotation to it in today's world. Some believe in the horror, and some believe in the fantasy, and a few believe in the reality of marriage. Why do it if the reality in the end is friendship? That's all we're looking for is just friendship and companionship. It's not nothing to it, and just the living will, so that you can just have 50 grand in your pocket when a person dies. That's all this shit is about. Is when I bury you, am I getting paid for?
That is not what marriage is about.
That's all the fuck it's about.
Maybe I'm
friendship can be that. You can be. Go ahead.
Now I'm quoting another comedian. Now D-Ray said this one, but as much of a joke as it is, it makes sense. Is it just as important to not just fall in love, but you also got to fall in like? there's a lot of married people
Yeah,
who
that's
love
important.
each other, but they don't like each other at all.
That's important. And you're not gonna always like your person, either whether you're married or not. And that's the thing.
No,
Marriage is the hardest part for some people. Marriage. You're in a relationship, you're in a long-term relationship. If you're been together 10, 12 years and you married like that, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you're sharing your life with a person. It's the same shit.
you know what you just described? The Bundys. They don't like each other.
Yeah, but they were married. And
Exactly.
It just y'all crazy.
Well,
Dang.
it's been a dope ass show, everybody. So, hey, listen, of course, we got to start with the main man.
At least you address me as the main man. I accept that.
That-
But anyhow,
that was
y'all know
proposal.
y'all know these vibes. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I'd have to turn you down.
I was talking about
Anyway, here's your boy K Quick.
Let me
Beats
go
Wise
run
and
and
Fame.
cry
We
real
out
quick.
here. Yeah, I prefer not to be controlled by somebody with telekinesis power. So that it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So anyhow, y'all know the vibes. K Quick, Walter, Dexter Face, Mental Elixir. We out here, BBL.
Man, of course, it's your man, GMO, aka non-GMO. Listen, y'all, everything that we do is a choice and a decision. Whether or not we were cognizant of it or we were just living in the moment, we made a decision. Whether it be merge, nightmares, whatever the fuck haunts us, it haunts us, okay? Just face it. Just face it right head on. Grow up. Get the fuck over it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has regrets, but nobody regrets living. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm out of here, y'all. Deuces.
And I am the Blue Phoenix. You can catch me at the Blue Phoenix everywhere every other Wednesday, which was yesterday. So if you missed it, go on Red Vision TV on YouTube and look at it of both sides of the coin. Okay, every other Wednesday, 8 o'clock with Mo and myself. And also, yeah, I agree with the panel, y'all. It's a lot of things out here that's going on, and we have no control over. And I don't believe in regrets. I just believe in experiences. You just have to learn from everything that you went through, whether you like it or not. Just learn, grow, heal, and go forward.
And I am just Star. Better late than never. And all I really want to say is I want to go back to the bullying topic, and that's simply if you are spending your time trying to provoke the monster in someone else to prove that they are a monster, you are indeed the monster. Love y'all.
Star is like a period. Oh, you glad to see it, but you're late.
God damn it. Look, make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms at TaylorMade Rock. Keep up with us on Instagram at the No Filter Show RVTV. You can follow GIMO and his Schmeckle drawings at GIMO on Instagram. We are the No Filter Show. Thank you for everybody that's been tuning in.
Why wouldn't that let me show it anymore?
Because
Exactly,
they're tired of seeing it.
Exactly.
exactly, bro. We're getting tired of seeing you.
Stirring the damn jelly.
Look, this is the No Filter Show. We love y'all. We see y'all next Thursday. Same time, same place. Peace.
Bye.